What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. On today's video, we got a little EasyGo TXT DCS in the shop here. My son's buddies, mom and dad, got this little EasyGo. They bought this OGR PHY Ography battery and dropped it off and said, hey, would you just throw it in here for us? Well, I've got another golf cart on next in line to be worked on as well with the same battery. And I was going to make it on that one, but I'm going to go ahead and make it on this one right here. The problem with this battery is, let me just show you. So there's the battery. And the only thing I did to get it in, I just cut these right here off and cut them down on that side there. Battery drops in place. Perfect fit, okay? This battery, the cart's got your positive, you got your negative. You got your red wire here that also goes to your positive in order for the cart to work. Now, with this kit, comes with your charger. It comes with your gauge. And it comes with your shunt. And I know a lot of people still are having problems with the shunt. Like, they don't understand where the shunt goes or how it works or whatever. So, the shunt goes between your battery negative and all negative accessories. What does that mean? The shunt is the only thing, this right here is the only thing that attaches to your battery. Now, of course, this shunt comes with 2 bolts, washers, and nuts, okay? I just removed one from that side. But your golf cart ground goes here. Your charger ground goes here. Your DC to DC converter ground goes here. That's the only grounds that go there. So once you have your headlights and all of that, the ground from your headlights will go to the grounding block on the low voltage side, okay? So you should only have 3 negatives going to your shunt here. Another thing about this shunt is, as you notice, there's no writing on it. There's no mounts, has no mounts at all. And this is the amount of wire that's included with it. So I guess this company thinks you're just supposed to mount the gauge where the battery's at, because it's only got like about 1.5 feet of wire. Well, I was just kind of thinking of doing some ways of how we can mount this. I think I got my way kind of figured out here, and I'm gonna kind of show you right now, because the company doesn't list anything in any of their product manuals or instructions of how you mount the shunt. Now, the only thing that's even mentioned in the instructions as far as the shunt goes is how it fits in line, okay? So right here, you got your blue wire and your yellow wire. So the blue wire is next to the ground that's going to the shunt, okay? You see that? So this right here is going to the shunt. It's beside the blue one. In the last clip, the blue wire had this right here bolt connected over here, so I just moved it from here to there. So this right here is going to be the B negative side of the shunt. This side over here, where the bolt is at, that's going to be called your P negative. That's where your accessory grounds is going to go. The golf cart charger, and your DC to DC converter. That's about the only 3 really that needs to go to this right here for your ground. The rest of your grounds, generally you'll have a grounding block in a golf cart. But if you don't, you can put the rest of your grounds, like your headlights, your neon, your radio, whatever you got can go right here as well. But next problem, how do you mount this? There's no mounts at all. So this right here is kind of what I've came up with. And I got to do the same thing on another cart this week, because they got the same battery and everything. And if you have this battery or thinking about buying this battery, because they are an inexpensive battery, I'll put the link in the video description below, and the top comment will be pinned as well. Good battery. I'm not knocking the battery at all. I'm just kind of knocking the way that they're selling this stuff and leaving people open, because the golf cart that's in the backyard now that's waiting after this one, they've just got this wire, or this right here side going to the battery with a cable, and it's just kind of just hanging and dangling. So I don't like that, but this is what I came up with. So what I came up with is we're gonna mount the shunt directly to the battery, like so. But the problem is, right now, it's rocking because the battery terminal is lower than the shunt is. See, I mean, will that bother it? Not really, but I would like for it to be level. I would really like for it to be off of the battery just a little bit. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take some washers, we're gonna build this right here up, we're gonna get a longer bolt to fit there. This is the bolt that comes with the battery, okay? But you're gonna need the longer one, so which one, or how do you determine that? Well, I'm gonna go ahead and figure it out for you right now. It's gonna be 8mm by 1.25. This right here, bolt and nut checker. If you don't have one, highly recommend this right here. I'll throw a link into video description as well for this, but that is your size right there, 8mm by 1.25, okay? And we went ahead and I got another one that's just a little bit longer right here. And I've had this one right here for a while, but if you need to go to the store to get one, I would highly recommend you do that. Just to show you, it's a little bit longer, same size thread. That's the one we're gonna use. Now I'm using 3 washers, okay? First washer is gonna go on here. Second washer is gonna go on top of that one, and a third, obviously, right? I need to find a better one than this one right here just because it's kind of corroded. Now what we're gonna do, go ahead and drop this in here. I'm doing one hand since I'm using the other hand to film. Just gonna drop this in here and screw it down. Now with that being said, the shunt is not touching the battery at all. Now off camera, I took a 1/2" ratcheting wrench, tightened that bolt right there down. You can pretty much move the entire golf cart with that, just showing you it's fully tightened. I'm gonna go ahead and put the paper back in there again, just to show you it's fully tightened. So I used 3 washers in order to achieve that. And now that's mounted. So the golf cart's gonna go here, the charger's gonna go here, and the DC to DC converter's gonna go here. Now let me introduce you to the next problem that this right here company did not think about when they sent you this right here shunt. This is the charger disconnect cable. That's going to positive, that's going to ground. Now obviously this right here will go to positive, but this ground will not work with the bolt and the nut that they sent with the kit. So you're gonna either need to replace this right here end or get a smaller bolt and nut. So if you're thinking about buying from this company, which I'm not saying it's a bad company, but just because these right here are X amount of dollars cheaper online, and listen, I get it, okay? And like I said, I'll put the link down below where you can check it out for yourself. They're very inexpensive. There's just a couple of these hurdles that it's not even in their instructions or the product manual or anything. And I didn't see anyone else online making a video like right here. So I wanted to kind of show you what you might run into when you buy from this company here or buy this company from Amazon. Okay, so that's your next thing. We're gonna what I'm gonna probably do is just go ahead and replace this right here bolt nut, and then I'll be able to place all and everything there, okay? Now before I get started connecting all of these ring terminals to the battery and the shunt, I do like to take just a side grinder, angle grinder, whatever. And I like to clean these terminals the best I can before I connect them on the front and the back on both of them. So I went ahead and cleaned both of them. See, that looks a lot better than what it looked like to begin with, even the power one. All right, so when we're mounting all the negatives and positives, I like to put the main wire that goes to the cart first, okay? Then I like to put my charger second, and then I like to put my DC to DC converter on there last, okay? That's just what I like to do. Since the golf cart's gonna be drawing more amperage, the charger's gonna be putting in more amperage, and the DC to DC converter won't be drawing as much. I would just like to put that last, so the golf cart first, charger second, DC to DC converter last. All right, so we have the main wires from the golf cart connected, okay? Golf cart goes here, charger, and this is the red wire in order to make the DCS golf cart operate. Over here, we just got golf cart ground, charger ground. I have not installed a DC to DC converter just yet. We will later on. I just want to get through this video, kind of explain some things to you about this kit. The next thing, this gauge, okay? Unless you want to cut out for this gauge here, you're gonna have to either do that somewhere on your dash, but if you mount it on your dash, this is all the wire that's included. Maybe a foot, maybe a foot and a half. So if you want to mount this right here, ography gauge on your golf cart, you're gonna need to extend the wires. And there's 4 wires you're gonna need to extend, because the blue and yellow wire goes to the shunt, the red and the black wire goes to the battery positive and ground. So once you put positive and ground to the gauge here from the battery, that will then illuminate. So with that being said, you're gonna have to run 4 cables from the front to the back of the golf cart, cut these in half and extend them with like 8 butt connectors. Another thing that you got to notice is if you want to flush mount this, you're gonna need to cut it out, this right here, same size, and flush mount it in order to mount it, or you can like use double-sided tape in order to do that as well. Now the charger is simple. We're just gonna mount it, probably mount it on the driver's side over there. We're gonna run one side to a power plug, and I'm gonna install one of those and show you that in a minute. We'll run this other cable here to the quick disconnect that's connected to the battery now. All right, so I used some self-tappers, mounted the charger in place. It's not going anywhere, okay? Next, we got to run our 110 wire and our output wire as well. Now, the output wire is gonna be easy, but if you're wondering, what are we gonna do with the input wire? Well, we're gonna get rid of this monstrosity here. You ever seen one of those? This is crazy. I've never seen one with this many screws in it. All right, so we went ahead and pulled it out, and that's it there. So if this is your first time seeing my channel or seeing like a lithium conversion, okay, we don't use these stock receptacles. Like to get rid of them, and use one of these. And with this right here, you can just put it into the body and plug your extension cord into it. It's got a flap on it, keeps it weather tight. That way your golf cart charger is on board just like an EV car. The problem is this right here is round, and that hole right there is rectangle, and you got all of those holes. So I sell adapters. I'll show you right now in just a second. I'm gonna go get one, and we're gonna put it in there. This right here will mount inside the adapter. The adapter will mount into this right here opening, and it has 4 holes just like the original receptacle did. I sell them, they're $20 shipped, and there'll be information on how to get those right there, adapter plates, in the video description, how you can reach out to me and send payment and all of that. So go there and check it out. I'll show you what it look like right here. That's what the adapter plate looks like. It's gonna fit right on the body. Let's get it installed. So I like to use exploding rivets, and this is not a regular rivet. You see it's got a crease in it there, a crease there, and a crease there. This is kind of like a standard easy-go rivet here. This head isn't very big, but they fit there. I think they look good on here. You can use whatever you want. You can use bolts or whatever. However, I will mention, this is just 1/8 inch acrylic. So if you're using anything that could possibly break this, like you can't put too many ooga doogas on it. This isn't metal, this isn't plastic, this is acrylic. But I'm just using a Harbor Freight rivet gun on some air. There it is. That's what it looks like. Pretty simple. And I use rivets to install this right here AC adapter plug as well into the plate. I'll put everything I'm using in this video in the description down below so you can order one too if that's what you want to use. So this right here is what the plate looks like. Just note this bottom hole here for the Noco, you need to take a drill bit and drill out the body because since that's at the very bottom down there, and this is the very top up here, the Noco or your AC power adapter should fit fine, but that hole right there needs to be drilled out. Just in case you're wondering, that's what I mean. See the hole now? The body was covering the hole earlier, but now all three holes are open. You shouldn't have to do anything with the top two, just that bottom one. Now the plug is completely installed. See there? We got rivets there. We got the rivets going in the plug as well. Just use an extension cord to charge it up since the charger's on board. All right, whenever you're gonna go to charge your battery, just hook the extension cord in, just like that. The charger kicks on. The battery's charging.